Hello and happy Lent. I've been thinking a lot about love this Lenten season and about the hope of Easter and how we see the hope of Easter in the people that we love. And I'm thinking a lot about my older sister Maureen, who went home to God last year, and just how much she loved Easter. She was perpetually childlike, even though she was 60 years old when she passed. Gosh, she loved Easter baskets, and she loved making hot cross buns, and she loved family dinners for Easter, and she loved chocolate bunnies and ham and more ham. Actually, when I think about it, Maureen loved just about everything and everyone. She had the ability to love, even though her life was defined by challenges. On Friday, I was home and I was praying the Stations of the Cross, and I was reminded of Maureen's suffering and how she was condemned as a child and bullied for her disabilities and not fitting in. I'll never forget the afternoon we were walking home from school, and a neighborhood boy just jumped her from behind and put green burrs all over her head. We got back home and her long red hair was just filled with them, and my mother gingerly snipped them all out, and by the time she was done, Maureen's hair was short, and she just kept rubbing Maureen's head saying, "Don't worry about it. It's only hair." What Maureen didn't see were the tears streaming down my mother's face. Praying the Stations, I also thought about her challenges at school, not being able to see that well, not being able to hear that well, not being able to read, and glasses and hearing aids just never really did the trick. Every day she was on life's treadmill. Her cross was just so heavy some days, and she would fall and we would pick her up and she would fall again. And Maureen's disabilities and medical conditions really haunted her. But my mother, gosh, she loved her through them. And I can honestly say that as a mom of 4 daughters, I learned all about mothering by watching my mother love Maureen. When Jesus meets his mother at station number 4, I thought about how my mother must have felt watching her oldest daughter suffer so much. It's no wonder she had a beautiful devotion to the Blessed Mother. Last year, before Maureen's earthly life was to come to an end, she fought mightily. She had seizures and sickness and struggle. And during one seizure episode, she said to me, "If I get to a point where I can't speak anymore, I want you all to know how much I love you." Maureen fought with gusto because she never wanted to leave us. But then the day came and she ascended into heaven to be with our Father and her Father. And she left behind her sisters and her only brother and, of course, my mother. But what she really left behind was her legacy of love, her deep love for us. She wanted us to know that until she took her last breath. As I finished praying the Stations of the Cross, I knew Maureen had given me, and now hopefully you, a resurrection of spirit. Although our lives are filled with so many challenges these days, especially as we continue to deal with the global pandemic, our faith does remind us in a beautiful way that the love of God and the love for each other is all we need. That is the hope of Easter.